Hi all, welcome to today's video. So today we'll be touching upon the compilation process in C++ code and how we can enable conditional compilation in our C++ code. As you can see, I have a function, I have a template function which I have defined, and it takes in one template argument, and this is the template function definition. What we are checking is we are checking if it's an integer value, and we are returning that integer value which is coming in. If the template type is of integer, we are returning that value. The template type is some other thing, we are returning the length of it. That's the thing. And let's see from where that particular template function is called. So it is called from the main function, and we are passing an integer value first, and we are passing a string value for the second time. So, can you tell what is the error in this code, or is there any chance of getting compilation error in this particular code? You can pause the video now and write the error that you will face in the comment section below. So, proceeding further, let's try to compile this particular code. Let's try to see if we are getting any compilation issues or not. I have compiled. We have got a list of compilation issues. The first compilation issues is that the value type, this length is not supported by this value type. Therefore, we don't know the value type, as it is a template argument. We have not defined the type of it. It is a template type which we have defined. For this template type, there is no method called length attached to it. The reason why it is happening is this particular template uh, function is being called with both integer and string. For integer value, when it is trying to compile with that integer value t as int, it doesn't know, the integer doesn't define a method called length on it. That is why this error is happening. So what happens during compilation phase is that this particular, when the t is int, when the value of t is int, what happens is this particular entire piece of code will get compiled with t as int. Therefore, in that particular case, this particular statement will return and will cause the compilation issues. So let's see today how we can rectify that particular compilation issue that we are getting now. For in C++17, there is a pretty easy way to enable conditional compilation in our code based on the certain type of a template argument. If you want to execute certain part of that function and exclude the other part of the code from compilation, we can simply use the constexpr keyword. If we put constexpr here, then what happens is when the t is int, when the t value is int, then this particular function will be rewritten as it will only comprise of this particular statement. If the value is, if the template type is int, the function will be comprising of only this particular thing. Then if the value type is string, which we are calling for the second time, and we are calling it for the second time, the function definition would look like this. So it will comprise of this entire thing will be committed off, and it will only contain this particular piece of return statement. I will comment this else part will also not be there, and only this particular return statement will be there when the template type is string. So that's how the conditional compilation happens. For to enable conditional compilation in C++17, there is a keyword called constexpr. If that particular uh, that means that this particular expression, that if statement, will be evaluated during the compilation time, and if that particular condition evaluates to true, all the code within the if block will only be compiled, and rest of the branches which is present in that else or else if, all those code will be excluded from compilation or will not be compiled. Because of that, will not get any compilation issues if there are genuine compilation issues in the else case. Well, that's how the conditional comparison happens. Therefore, this if const expr is a pretty good keyword to use to enable the conditional comparison in our code. Let's try to run this particular code and see if we are getting the, if the comparison is successful. Yeah, comparison succeeded, and let's try to run this particular code. Let's try to see if the we are getting the expected out. We are getting the expected output because this particular else statement will be ignored when the template type is int, and this will only be compiled when the template type is string. So that's it I want to cover in this video. If you If you like this particular video, if you have learned something, please do like this particular video. It will help the video a lot to reach much more people. And please do share this particular video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you.